Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and today I'm very excited to bring you the first installment of Career Mode in F1 2017, the game. Woo! Going right into it, Career Mode style, and it looks like we get to first select a team to race for. Well, last year I chose the McLaren team simply because Jenson Button was going to be out, so I was replacing somebody. This year, I don't really know what to choose. I think I may actually want to start with like more of a front runner team, but I also am not like 100% sold on that. I think simply because Renault's had a bad year with the drivers, well, particularly Jolyon Palmer not having a good year. I am going to select Renault. Obviously, I have Hulkenberg as my teammate and start a career with Renault. Let's see how we want to structure this. We have one-shot qualifying by the looks of it. Could do short qualifying. Qualifying position will be torn. No. I don't like the through. We'll do short qualifying. Let's have a formation lap for fun. Manual starts and 25% race distance on, so get like a full-blown idea. And I don't want AI difficulty to be too easy. I also don't want to be too hard. So I'll just, I guess, split the middle on that and go with 50%. No. Actually, no. Do not want to enable pro career. Just career weekend structure on this one. All right. Going into the career mode, I guess. And we're going right into Australia with Renault. So there's like no build up to that. It's straight in. Interesting. And I think this is a practice session. Yeah, full practice, but they're only short practices. So yeah, start in the career mode, just straight in. I already did put my details in technically, so I already have a helmet selected. Input driver first name and last name. You get to select an avatar of what your driver would look like, and your nationality, and then your name abbreviation, because in Formula 1, all names are abbreviated to 3-letter names. So let's take a look at what happens here. All right, yeah, just taking a stroll through the Renault Sport rig. Emma Jenkins.
Yes, and I respect that. But my client has a championship to contest. So if you want our participation, I'm afraid the concessions are mandatory.
All right.
Yes, that's fine.
So we're just hanging out in Emma Jenkins' office. I don't know who this is.
No one ever just signs the contract. Anyway, thanks for coming by on such short notice. I just needed to cover a couple of quick things with you before you race. Firstly, as requested, there's a copy of your contract. It's a rolling deal. However, the team reserves right of termination if you fail to meet performance standards. You're second driver for now, but work hard, hit your targets, and I'll be able to sweeten the deal. I'm also looking to get you into some invitational events throughout the season.
That is a really tiny phone. Well, not tiny. It's very thin.
You'll get to drive some nice
I'm actually looking at my iPhone right now to compare.
Now then, go get ready for the next session.
Yeah, that's a little thinner. Interesting. All right. Thanks, Emma Jenkins. I guess you're like my agent, sort of. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that we're going into the weekend. All right, welcome to Renault Sport Formula 1 team. We are delighted to have you on board and look forward to working closely with you over the upcoming seasons. You'll start as our second driver alongside your teammate Nico Hulkenberg. We expect you to work together to develop the car and the team as quickly as possible. All right, let's go out there and win some points. All right. Looking around, looks like we're just hanging out on the patio deck. I'll open up the laptop. This is very similar to the previous game. Within the laptop, you can blah, 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 blah. So we got our overview, no rivalry yet. You can see all my details on the right. Season objective is to finish 11th. Team approval is second driver right now. And I'm currently performing as expected, which obviously is the hope. I have no resource points, so I can't help any of that stuff out yet. And we got a couple tutorials that we could do. But quite frankly, I don't think I need them. Let's just go to practice 1, get the track down a little bit before I go into qualifying. I'm planning on just like learning the track on the fly, qualifying on the fly, and racing on the fly. Like I'm not going to spend a bunch of time trying to get used to the game. I did do a couple sessions already to try to get used to the controls because I changed the controls around a little bit on my controller.
Welcome
But
to our
other
viewers
than
from
that,
around the globe. You
pretty good
join
to
us
go.
just as today's practice session for the Australian Grand Prix is about to start.
Oh, it's a lovely day. All right,
In the
garage
unforgiving world
tutorial.
of Formula One, free practice sessions are a vital part of any Grand Prix weekend. During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilise these sessions to complete practice programs, which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car. You'll also be able to adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions to try and find those extra fractions of a second.
Morning, it's Jeff here. I'm looking forward to working with you as your race engineer. Hope you've had your coffee, because we have a lot of work to do today to get ready for the season ahead. We're ready to fire up the car. Why not head out and get a few early laps under your belt?
All right, should I do... Yeah, I suppose I'll do this just to do it. Okay, cool. Let's just flying lap. Let's not do any of this drive out stuff. I'm gonna do a formation lap, so that's gonna take up too much time anyway. All right, here we go. I do have some assist on, so I apologize that it won't be the full deal. I do have this little track display thing on too to help me go exactly where I need to go. But just learning the game, so gotta learn a couple things first. And we are off, playing F1 2017.
Your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well. Approaching the DRS zone, watch your MFD for the activation point.
Ah, missed it. Got a wheel on the grass there. That was dodgy. You can spin off the road really easily by getting a wheel on the grass in this game.
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
Dang it. Did that last time too, damn. I'm really not... The hardest thing that's really tough to do in this game so far is these cars changed really dramatically from the 2016 version of this game to the 2017 version. Also, that's what happened in real life, basically. And they go through the corners really, really fast, and it's kind of hard to control. Also, the gearbox now has 8 gears. I think that may have been a feature in the last game, but I don't really remember it, so... A little hard to get used to that, too. So far, I feel like I'm doing all right.
This is the last lap of the program, final lap of the program.
So let's go back to the garage. So basically the help that I am using, I have traction control on. I am manually shifting, so there's that. Trying to think what else I'm doing. I have anti-lock brakes on, but I'm doing manual braking, which is kind of dumb that there's even braking assists in this game, but it is what it is. I got the track acclimatization
If you want to know specific information or make
done.
certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want to.
Alright, so I can tell this guy what I would like changed. Thought there'd be some place I could go to actually work on the car, but I guess I can't. Yeah. Let's exit this. Setup. Okay. Alright, so now he gives me an iPad to work on car setup, apparently. I don't know what this really helps with. Anyway, done with car setup, because who cares? Let's go ahead and take a look at this screen. Go to end session, okay.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the
Qualified
session then. Here are your top
in-
3. Vettel, Raikkonen and Lewis Hamilton. Practice
show
times
me.
are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet.
16th.
We'll be back with more F1
It's
action
not too bad,
soon.
I don't feel like. First time. Advance. Can I just advance to qualifying, please? Nope, practice 2. Is there a way to just skip to qualifying? Because it's kind of what I'm looking to do here. I know it wants me to do the full race weekend business, but I'm kind of just looking to go to qualifying, okay, mister? Oh, I love these F1 games, though. They've gotten really, really good since I first started playing Formula 1 games, which the first official F1 game that I played was F1 2000 by EA Sports. That was way back in, I started playing that in like 2001. Played that for a little bit. I got Grand Prix 4 and then played that one for a little while.
You got my message.
Oh, hello,
Perfect.
this guy.
Welcome to home away from home.
Oh,
We
it's
get more
so
real-time
cozy,
data
thanks.
from the factory now than ever before, and it all comes through here. So I have to spend more time checking over the reports and less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. To that end, sorry, just a sec.
Gosh, these people freaking answer their phone
Yeah,
way too often.
Chris, is this important? I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Right.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, that
Okay,
makes no
good talking
sense.
to you, Chris.
Have Sarah reset the simulation and run it again. Okay. Sorry about that. As I was saying, we've set up a desk for you at the front here.
Oh, thanks.
You get
Great.
onto the network from your laptop, so make sure to check the R&D screen regularly. And let us know how you want to use the data that we've collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory won't always be good. Sometimes tests fail, like you've seen just now. And when that happens, we have to divert additional resources to fix it. C'est la vie, I'm afraid.
Okay, interesting. I get another desk. I had a little desk in the hospitality suite. Now I'm in the, I forget what he called this, like the mobile transmission center or something like that. Okay, spending resource points is key. Participate in the session. Got the track acclimatization, which I'm just gonna keep messing that up. Penalty free, passed 2 objectives, and got 2,500 resource points. So let's take a look at the laptop then, all right. So research and development can be spread around. View the R&D tree here. So I can work on aero, powertrain, durability, or the chassis, and it kind of goes into a specific range. Oh, and then first driver bonus, simultaneous development, upgrade speed, and pit stop efficiency. Let's see what the recommended upgrade is. Yeah, it's this. Price 1,000. It's gonna take 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and develop upgrade. Okay, and recommended upgrade over here. ignition system. Go ahead and update that as well. So that looks like it's gonna help us out a little bit. What's the, well, the next thing apparently I can't do. Cool. All right, so I helped out. You're welcome. Looking at all this, standings, leaderboards, trophy room tutorials. I want to find out how to move on to the next thing. Well, I can go to practice too, but I want to just skip to qualifying. So first little pet peeve of this career mode series is I can't skip directly to qualifying. I'm not too sure why. I probably just missed it somewhere. I mean, I can keep doing these sessions, but I don't really care. Yeah, I don't care. I guess we'll just end session again. Don't
An
want to compete
interesting
in it.
practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are
Advance,
Vettel, Raikkonen,
and let me guess, it goes into practice 3, so apparently I should be taking advantage of these practice sessions, yeah. Alright, I'll do one more preparation thing, I guess. Whatever they're called. I totally forgot what they're called already. They're like R&D tests for the weekend. I guess since qualifying is coming up, I shall pick probably a qualifying pace test, because I saw that one was on there. So I participated and got 10 extra points. Laptop. Cool beans. This whole process is a little slow, but it is what it is. Looks like I was back in the hospitality unit there too. Formula One pours a lot of money into their drivers, the team, etc. And there is like full-blown semi-rigs that have these like expandable centers that people like live in for the weekend, and it is ridiculous. Like, they're huge, they're very, very nice too. It's kind of crazy. So I want to do a qualifying pace one. We're on the ultra softs for 3 laps. Kind of give us an idea where we are qualifying wise after this one, because it's the last practice session, which is run on Saturday, FP3.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
Alright, so I gotta beat our closest rivals. Grass there. No harm, no foul.
Practice program over. That's all we need for now. Return to the garage pronto.
So objective complete. Currently first at a 128.7. In this session. Doesn't necessarily mean that I will have the fastest lap at the end of the session, but I did beat the objective, which I didn't even look to see. I went full focus mode for qualifying there. The objective was 13th, and estimated best lap time was a 131.3 to 131.5, and apparently the estimated pole time was a 1:29.5, and I exceeded the target. I mean, I was almost a whole second better than the estimated pole time, which is kind of crazy. But let's go ahead and end session now that that one's over.
Okay, we're into FP.
As
Yes.
all the cars are now over
And,
the line, your
yep.
top three again are a Renault, Bottas, and Daniel Ricciardo.
Top three
That
are a
concludes an
Renault,
interesting
Bottas, and Ricardo. Nobody's driving that Renault. It is just self-piloting. Into short qualifying here at Australia. And I think that means it's like a 10-minute session, and wherever I qualify is where I qualify. So we're going to slap on some probably ultra softs, although whatever tire compound you use in qualifying is what you start the race on. And we'll see how she goes. Just try to qualify the best I can and see where I end up in the race. So qualifying pace program completed, laps completed 1, passed 2 objectives. Yeah, disciplinary record, cool. Got some extra points. And I have a new rival. Okay, what are you going to tell me about? Tell me more
Hey.
about it.
Looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about
Who
you.
the hell's my rival
Just make
already?
sure you outperform them, okay?
Like, I didn't even talk to anybody. I mean, Nico Hulkenberg's sitting across the room and I haven't even talked to him. Rivalry is headed by blah, 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 blah. Cool. And my rival's Nico Hulkenberg. Oh, I'm going to take him. You want to go? Huh? 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 Yeah, that's what I thought. Sit over there and talk to your friend. Arms folded over there with, I mean, just a smug look on his face, acting like you're better than me. Nico Hulkenberg. Freaking crazy. All right, what is my session goal?
Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning. Here's what to expect.
Okay, great. Qualifying 11th, beat Nico Hulkenberg. As a number 2 driver, that is usually not the case, but we're going to go ahead and do that anyway. And I'm going to kick some rivalry butt here and go to short qualifying. Felt a lot better in that FP3 session with the ultra softs on than I did with the soft tires that in the track acclimatized. Never mind, I'm not even going to say it. All I'm doing is getting used to the track. Acclimatization.
Welcome to Melbourne,
It's a hard
where
word to say.
qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway.
All right, qualifying Australian Grand Prix. Looks like we are going with the ultra softs. Let's take a look at the session info. Doesn't tell me anything about anything other than we have 12 minutes remaining and the track status is clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to go to the track. Park for May settings now out,
All clear the garage, please.
and I'm
Car
gonna
ready
drive
to
out
leave.
just to get the tires warm and to do a little bit of extra qualifying view here. Here we go. I already forgot what my pit limiter is. Oh boy. Oh, that's okay. It's helping me through the pit lane anyway. That's what it is. Okay. I put the pit limiter onto. It's called R3. It's when you push in the thumbstick, the right thumbstick. That's R3, isn't it? Get these tires nice and warm for qualifying here. Go out and set a blazing lap time. Maybe qualify first. That would be awesome. Was first in free practice 3, so it's possible. 50% difficulty in the medium range. Didn't think it would be that easy, but we're about to find out. Side note, but I really don't like the noise of these cars. I miss the old, really loud V10 F1 range when they were just really high-pitched, really high-performance machines. I miss that. Not that these cars sound terrible, but it just doesn't sound like F1 to me. All right, here we go. Qualifying time. Let's see what I get. Full focus mode, engaged.
laps.
Ah. Ah, 27.7. Well, there was a good lap. I messed up twice. I went off the track into turn 3. Or, I guess coming out of turn 3. And in those last couple corners, I also cut that last corner. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty good lap. I feel like I might be able to hold on. Let's take a look at the timing sheets here. Hulkenberg 130, 127, Yep, Bottas clips me. Raikkonen to the top, so Ferrari's looking good.
So qualifying is
and
complete,
I ended up
we're all
6th.
set for an exciting race tomorrow.
So
Your
I
top
was able to
3
finish
are
in front
Vettel,
of a
Hamilton,
Red Bull.
and Kimi Raikkonen. The grid
Not
is
too
set
bad.
then, so that just leaves the race itself.
I'm fine with starting 6th. I didn't want to start from pole, to be honest, because I felt like then it'd be too easy and lame. So going into the race, starting 6th, I'm ahead of my teammate. I just need to get a good start, and we'll see how she goes. We also have the formation lap to deal with. I'm a little nervous about the possibility of that going south really quickly. But we'll see. I'm excited to be playing this game, though, that's for sure. F1 2017 looks fantastic. So far, it plays pretty well. Valid laps complete Q1 fail. Not sure what that means. I thought I completed a valid lap since I actually qualified 6th. Completed qualifying, yes. Fastest lap, yes. Back to sector 1. Oh, I didn't get fastest sector at all. I just beat him in all sectors, but and it must be just outright fastest. So cool, I'm leading the rivalry. Going up a little bit, away from just mediocre. My reputation level with the teams is going up tenfold with the lower class teams. Force India thinks I'm fantastic. Let's listen to the voicemail. Session goal for the race is...
I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I'll finish race in 9th, beat Nico Hulkenberg, and somehow finish 9th or better, but at least end up in the championship 11th or higher. So apparently I can finish 9th and then just, have a 2-spot penalty or, so however the hell that works. Progress update, looking good. We'll just go to the race. Why not? So going to the race in Australia, starting off F1 2017 campaign strong. 6th in qualifying. Gonna see what I can do here in this Renault. So far, doing a little bit better than Jolyon Palmer. At least I beat Nico Hulkenberg once. I mean, rest in peace, Jolyon Palmer's career at this point. Oh, it's a dry day. It looks lovely
it's out
outside.
with the old and in with the new here at Albert Park as we usher in what we hope will be a triumph. With that then, let's run through the grid order.
All right,
Sebastian
let's do
Vettel
it then.
will start on pole. Fantastic
great.
qualifying from the multiple world champion. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Raikkonen, Bottas, Max Verstappen, and a Renault. Massa,
And a
Stroll,
Renault.
Ricciardo.
So again, I don't exist. I'm just a Renault.
You're above where we expected on the grid. Be careful not to lose places, as there will be faster cars around you.
All right, so it looks like the high tire management projected will do better. Try to stretch the tire life of those super softs, or those ultra softs, I should say. 6 laps, get to lap 6 by about 8:59 into the race. Change over to the super softs and go 9 laps, and hopefully it'll work. So I'm gonna go ahead and run with their ideas, and we're gonna go ahead and start the race.
Put the clutch in, hold it there. Clutch out, we're green. left, so go through them all if you can.
Formation lap, warming up them tires. Doing some short shifting, making sure the transmission works good. Going side to side to make sure the tires are warm. You also have to get hard on the brakes in a couple of corners to make sure your brakes are up to temperature. Kind of cool. There's a lot of games. It was a long time before I feel like the formation lap in Formula 1 game was something that you could even do. And I think it's kind of like a cool part. Like it's an added part of the racing that you actually like have to go out there and get the optimal tire temperature, get the engine up to where it needs to be, make sure your transmission works good, work on brake temperatures. So I think it's pretty cool. One last time, checking on the car. Feel like I've warmed up the tires pretty sufficiently. Just getting a little bit of pressure into the rear there. A little bit more heat. What the heck just happened? Reforming grid for race start. Oh, so it's just doing it manually. Kind of interesting. Alright. Loading up on my grid spot right here behind Bottas. Verstappen on my left. I'm on the dirty side of the grid, so it doesn't necessarily help the best.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Here we go. Time for the race from Australia. Pretty good start. Someone's trying to split us here. Into fifth, Massa behind me.
Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up. You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Tires are not up to temperature, that is for sure. Trying to get Bottas here into this corner. No, don't have it. Oh, I have it. Alright, fourth after one lap. Got a gap behind me to Massa a little bit. See if I can't put down some lap times, try to run down the front three. trouble with following someone too closely in Formula 1, and it seems like in this game, is you lose downforce through the corners because there's a lot of air being pushed around behind these cars, and you need really good amounts of airflow to go through the winglets to be able to get the maximum amount of downforce to make it through the corner clean. So I have to kind of slow down behind Lewis here a little bit, but got a good run on him here.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Nice move. Raikkonen, and I believe Bottas is leading.
Okay, some information on Raikkonen. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Whoa. Raikkonen out of the race? Or something, he just suddenly really slowed down. So now it's Vettel leading, actually. So something happened. I don't know where Bottas is. Yet. I haven't quite got to Vettel's toe either.
You'll be on the super softs.
Trying to be able to get into his draft. At the very least be within range for DRS, which I'm not. That's his first sector, though. Trying to use up these ultra softs before I switch over to the super softs. Kind of wasn't paying attention right there. That was my bad. I was looking down at the telemetry for a second. Guess just not quite in DRS range yet. New fastest lap of the race, though. 29.8. Obviously we're going a lot slower in the race than we were in qualifying due to the added fuel load. A little bit off in the first sector, but I feel like I'm slowly reeling in Vettel here. Definitely no longer in Hamilton's range. A little wide, that's all right. like this difficulty though. It's challenging to like run their pace, but it's not like too hard to. It's just you really have to be really good and precise. Too hard, too hard, too hard. Saw that one coming. It's all right. Let's get back on in front of Lewis. That was crappy. Tires are going away just a little bit right now. Lewis Hamilton is out of the... What? So Massa's behind me in a Williams. He's running third. Vettel's leading. I have no idea where Valtteri Bottas is in the other Mercedes. And Raikkonen also out of the race.
To the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
Very weird race so far. Pit stop.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Right, now onto the super softs. I've made my mandatory pit stop to switch over to the other tire compound. Damn it, I'm doing it again. To stop making a bunch of racket over there. So I'm running 8th, but several of the drivers in front of me need to pit. DRS range of Magnussen there, so I'm able to use it this time. One tough thing about being on a little bit easier difficulty is that I feel like I could have braked right where I did, but these guys brake a little bit earlier because they're not as challenging in competition. It sucks because I'm getting kind of screwed
6 seconds
by these guys being in my way. Trying to go after Vettel for the win, but he's just kind of cruising away now. Not my teammate though. Whoops. Fortunately, it's not too much rolled up rubber out there. Hulkenberg going for an interesting strategy. strategy here. My strategy is to get the heck around him and get the heck away from him. So I need to try to make up as much time as I can. Downforce on the front end of the car there, trying to follow Grosjean through the corner. Thank you kindly. I'll take the DRS you gave me as well.
Nico has come into the pits. Nico is in the pits now.
So I pretty easily am going to beat my teammate. I'd really like to win this race, but I just don't think it's going to happen at this point. A mistake that I had winning the gravel trap. Kind of end of the story right there. Saw scrolling across the top of the screen, said Marcus Ericsson was out of the race. Yellow flags out here, someone's off the track.
Okay, clear. Distance to teammate, 27.0 seconds.
Must be nice.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Just can't seem to run lap times that are getting me closer to Vettel. But I just went purple in the second sector, so that helps. Those of you that don't know anything about Formula 1, going purple in a sector is going outright fastest of everybody in that sector. Formula 1 laps are usually divided into 3 sectors that tell you individually how well you're doing in a particular section. I might be resetting fastest lap of the race right here. We'll see. And I did not. just can't seem to make up those little tents here and there on Vettel. Like, I'm looking at the map and I see that he's like close. It's just so tantalizingly not close as well. Either way, I'd be pretty happy with a second in this one.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So I feel like some of you out there might be wondering what the heck is Kellen playing an F1 game for. First of all, I've done it before on this channel, and although we are very motocross centric, I personally feel that the genre of the channel is more motorsports than motocross, so I'm trying to get more motorsports videos in there. And I love F1, I really do. I watch F1 a lot. I've been a fan of it for many, many years, as mentioned at the beginning of the video, with all the different games that I used to play, and obviously still do play these games, so big fan of it. And in general, I feel like F1 is something that most motocross fans should know about or enjoy or anything, be aware of, whatever.
The gap on the car behind by 5/10 per lap.
Because it's kind of the pinnacle of motorsports, if you will, and motocross is a motorsport, so technically speaking, we're in a similar discipline, similar genre. And it's also racing, which, I mean, I love racing, obviously, because of being a big fan of motocross, but just in general, like, I watch many forms of motorsports, have been to many different types of motorsport events in real life. And I think F1 is very, very cool, very interesting, very intricate. If you ever have the time to look through like the history of F1, watch some old videos, maybe watch the documentary called Senna would be a good one, or maybe even the documentary called One. Really interesting stuff. Very tumultuous start to Formula One. A lot of driver deaths, a lot of corruption in the organizations. Just some very, very cool things that go on in F1 over the years, and it's really become, you know, a very recognizable sporting event. Even for people that don't know much about motorsports in general, they still know Formula One. They still know Michael Schumacher, Ayrton Senna, and nowadays guys like Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, and Kimi Raikkonen.
Final lap of the race.
So I mean, that's kind of my synopsis of why Formula One is something that not only should we pay attention to, but it's just cool. Like, the games that they make for them are really awesome. Like, this is a really cool game. I plan on doing several videos in it. And I'm personally a big fan of single-seater racing in general. Like, if I had to choose between NASCAR and IndyCar in the US, I'm going to have to say IndyCar. No offense to NASCAR, like, NASCAR is cool, but I really like the single-seater, open-wheel style racing better than stock cars. Doesn't necessarily mean that I don't like, you know, DTM or endurance racing, V8 supercars, stuff like that. I really like all those series. NASCAR just doesn't really do it for me, though. F1 definitely wets my whistle, though. And this game is super fun so far. I really like some of the improvements that they've made to it. I feel like the gameplay is very enjoyable. Pretty easy to get used to, fun, free-flowing, and obviously happy because I'm running second, but just in general, it's a fun game. And I'd recommend checking it out. It's available now on Steam. I think it's also out in the US on Xbox One and PS4. You can check it out. You can check me out right here, though. Coming across in second place. Very stoked on that finish.
Good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
I felt like that was pretty fun, though. Like, it was an enjoyable race. Yes, it took kind of a long time to get going. Made some contact with drivers, though I'd like to try to not do that in the future. But a second place, I mean, a podium in my debut.
That's a fantastic performance.
Ferrari
from
stoked
Ferrari.
on Vettel.
It hardly looked in doubt.
Maurizio Arrivabene looks very realistic in this game.
And
His
Anthony
hair looks
Davidson, give me your
pretty
thoughts.
normal,
How
though.
did they accomplish this result?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day. The
Well done, Ferrari.
overtaking, looking after the tyres.
Look at all the Italian engineers.
If you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone
Daniel
else.
Ricciardo gets a
And that's
6. No
exactly
idea
what
why
they
we're
had
showing
today.
him and not me.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium.
Oh, look at there I am on the
Wherever you
podium.
go, anywhere in the world,
Bottas
the
ends up
prancing
third. I didn't
horse
even look who was
flags
behind me in
dominant in the
third.
grandstands,
Are they
and
going to
they're
show
out in
my
force
beautiful
again
Renault
today.
sitting in the
It's
podium on
Ferrari
Park Fermé?
on the top step once more.
Come on. Put Renault on the podium this year. That's more than their two drivers they currently have can say. Although maybe Robert Kubica could change that next year. Wouldn't that be exciting? Ah, yes, tip the glass, Valtteri. We're on the podium. That
And
crafty
now let's
German
take
and
a
his
look at the
wiggling
driver's
finger has
standings.
bested us again,
Sebastian
but you know
Vettel
what?
takes over the lead of the
That's
Drivers'
okay.
Championship after that excellent result. Now then,
Pretty
Anthony
cool.
Davidson,
I did
who
end
was your
up having
driver
fastest
of the
lap
day?
of the race.
Difficult call, but I'd
So,
like to say
that's pretty
Esteban
cool.
Ocon. He's just so gifted at getting
And,
the most out
that's
of his
gonna do it.
tyres, and he showed
I'm
that
done.
today.
Formula
And
1
here's how
Career
things are
Mode
shaping up
episode
in the
number
Constructors'
1.
Championship.
2007
Ferrari moved to the top of the table.
The game.
It was
super
great having
cool,
you with
super
us
fun
for this
experience. We're
weekend.
gonna have more
I hope
coming
you
up in a
enjoyed
little
it
bit.
as much as we did.
As
Until
much as this
next
guy
time,
is talking
though,
in the background about
goodbye.
enjoying it, I'm gonna hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more, because there's gonna be more coming. No stopping here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Kellen here on Start Your Systems checking out for now, and I'll see you guys in our future videos. Bye bye.